And if you,
I think so, because I played way much than T-Bone.
Oh no, he got that. Oh, called him out.
ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of Mount Paozu Arcade. And we got a special guest for you guys, man. Perfect Legend is here with us.
Hey, what's
How
up,
you doing,
guys?
man?
Pretty good. It's a day of exciting and sad news.
I know, man. Yeah, it's been a very interesting day. Not only that, week. We got a lot to talk about today, don't we, Chris? Did Chris not unmute himself? I feel like that might have happened.
Sorry, I was looking at that face that was covering mine for a second, and I was just like, am I even on right now? There's something going on, so I figured I wouldn't say anything. But,
Okay.
yeah, quite a bit going on today. Obviously, if you were around, or you've heard that Hiromi Sudu passed away today, and she was the voice of Bulma from the beginning of Dragon Ball until now. So, you know, a lot of fans are saddened by that, and so we're hoping, you know, her family makes it through that, and anybody she was close to is comforted in the memory of her great performance for Dragon Ball, and she'll never be forgotten. As some people argue, she's probably the most important character in the series.
Interesting. Very integral character for sure. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, without her, we wouldn't even know about Dragon Ball, so the adventure would have never started.
Yeah, we wouldn't have that spaceship either, dude.
No.
What would you have done with that
A whole
Saiyan
lot.
space pod?
No time machine.
There's too much, man. There's absolutely too much. Capsule Corporation is huge part of their success, too, in the show. Well, all the characters, or most of them. It's just crazy, man. Just think about what the voice actors are thinking, and everybody, like, I don't know, everyone who's been close to her for so many years.
Mm-hmm. Totally. You know, I mean, I don't want to overstate her importance or anything or understate it, but you know, I figured we just leave it at, you know, she left an amazing impact on the industry, you know, entirely. So, you know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Other than that, we got a lot of, you know, it's been a crazy day. Like I said, you know, we got a lot of news. We got some character drops from V-Jump for Dragon Ball Fighters 3 this time. Not we've been getting 2 back to back, so this is a break in the chain. We got 3 characters. We got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, we got Kid Buu, and we've got Ultimate Gohan or Adult Gohan, depending on how you want to, you know what do you want to call him. You're the guest tonight. What do you want to call him, Ultimate or Adult Gohan?
Well, when he was adult Gohan initially, he was still teen Gohan technically, because wasn't he like 16 or 17?
Yeah, it's like some weird time where it's like, hey, you're old enough now, you know, get a job.
Yeah, well, let's call him Ultimate Gohan, because it's like, well, then say like when he's like 50 years old, do we still call him Adult Gohan? We don't call it Goku Adult Goku.
Old man Gohan.
Yeah, won't call him Adult Goku. We've seen Kid Goku, so we should just call him like Ultimate Gohan.
Oh, there's definitely no such thing as Adult Goku, man. Like,
yeah, Growth Spurt Gohan. Onion Unleashed.
No, okay, yeah, but those are 3 characters that a lot of people were expecting to appear, especially after the 1-for-1 list for Extreme Butoden started floating around. So they look great, honestly. Though they look amazing. I'm really impressed.
It looks just like the best episode that they were revealed in for each character.
Oh, yeah. When they called in like the great director and they're just like, hey, everything's on model and stuff. There's great animation.
Yeah. It's like they have to get the right animation, and then like, all right, technically we really got 4 characters because Goten and Trunks is a fusion, and they might fuse before the match starts to become Super Saiyan.
Oh, that would be call sick. Out. Yeah. That would be sick.
That would be sick. Because like we don't get to actually see fusion in game, but that would be a nice way to put it in game for them to do it in the start of the match.
Oh man, like. Because I guess they give extra time to the Ginyu Force intro.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't give in that kind of time to Gotenks for sure.
It'll be a missed opportunity for them not to put that there.
I agree, man. Especially with people probably wanting to see the kids at a certain point in this game. It would be really nice if they at least appeared as part of the intro to the fusion.
Yeah, ideally, both of them are Super Saiyan while they're doing the fusion dance, and then they show up as Super Saiyan 3, just like in a show.
Okay. Yeah, I like
That'd be
that.
tight.
I like that idea. I mean, let's see. Usually when we get these info drops, it'll take about, you want to say 2 weeks before we get the
full
video.
info.
Like 2 weeks we get like video. Like next week we're obviously getting the official drop with V-Jump releasing on the 21st of November. And then I guess there'll be a Bandai Namco announcement and then maybe another 1 minute trailer, you know?
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that at least.
I want to see how they play, because like from playing like I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I had a very minor point. Go for it.
Oh, well, say it. I'm going to remember what I'm going to say. Go ahead before you forget.
I was just gonna say that this is a big group of characters that we probably all knew that was coming, right? I mean,
yeah, kind of. They were almost shoe-ins, but like we weren't totally sure, because we weren't sure what the direction of the game is either.
Mm-hmm. Well, they look great, just like Chris was saying, and I was pretty happy for Mystic Ultimate Adult Gohan, but I don't know.
I forgot Mystic, man.
Yeah, I forgot about Mystic too. Mystic, yeah, I like Mystic Gohan.
Like there's like another name that they call him in Japan. I forget what it is, but yeah, man, that dude's got like a dozen aliases at this point.
He's infinite potential Gohan.
Unlocked Gohan.
There you go, unlocked. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how they play too. You know, like because they've been so imaginative with how these characters like specialty traits work in this game. Like obviously when we first got this game, when it first got dropped, they gave us a lot of very vanilla, straightforward characters like, you know, Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan's main goal is to get damage or your battering rams more or less, right? And they have decent assists. But then as they kind of kept going with the cast, you saw that they were building a theme with these characters. You know, they have special traits to them. Obviously Android 18 being the first to have to show off those traits with the the 17 call out, and then we saw more along the lines of that with like Ginyu, and then we see Nappa with the his Cybermen planning.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen enough like high level gameplay of those characters yet either, man.
No, we have not, and I am thirsty for them. Super.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they can do, because the way the game works is like it works around taking away the option of super dash, and then using the super dash to take away the options that take away the option to super dash. And that makes sense.
Good way of putting it. Yeah,
because like 18 can throw out 17 is basically like a projectile that her projectiles technically, like say when everyone does a key blast, the key blast is basically so fast it stops people from like they're started from across the screen, so they have to already be super dash and already be in the air or something. But she can throw out 17 like that to attack at the same time, whether instead of a key blast, and be able to cover like two things at the same time. Because I'm not sure what the durability on 17 is, but like that's a big thing in the game too, the durability on everything. Because you know how beams beats certain stuff, and then like the beam also will lose to certain stuff. It's a lot of things to test in the game.
Well, for one thing, I know for 17, like he trades with a lot of projectiles. Maybe not beams; those might eat him up. But with a lot of like one-hit projectiles, especially against Piccolo's homing sphere, he's great for that because he can just throw him out there and he gets rid of it. And then 18 is still free to move in.
Yeah.
While technically Piccolo may not be able to throw another one out, even though he can do two at a time. So it depends on the situation. He might be able to throw them out to the point where he can eat both of them. So 17 definitely being utilized in that way. And I imagine that the Ginyu Force will be able to do that shit also. Now the question is, can he use all four of those guys if one of them's getting blown up? Can he just call in the other three or something?
What if you can call them like Ultron can call his stuff in Marvel, where he's just like constantly calling, like say you can have Gildo and fucking Raccoon and Bird and Jace all on the screen at the same time, as long as he gets it out, and then also call and assist from the other characters that are in the background, like the other characters that are not like he could just have a lot of stuff on the screen.
I mean, actually, that might be how it worked, right? Because I think we tested that with 18, and she can still call her nemesis.
Yeah, she can still do that.
Cool, man.
Oh man, I just want to see the development of the gameplay, man. Like, we saw like early build Dragon Ball fighters with some really good players try that out that have obviously had a lot of time with it. and show us some new shit.
Yeah.
I want to see the new shit so bad. If there's anything I'm thirsting before beyond like new characters, is that gameplay from those dudes that get the chance to grind the game.
Well,
Like,
you remember like that video that came out, right, for the Xbox version where those two
Mhm.
guys were just like doing like crazy shit that nobody had even seen yet.
yeah.
And I think those were devs, you know?
Dude, that was hating so hard because I was like, clearly these guys have had a good amount of opportunities to play this game. Because you can tell when somebody's just super comfortable and is like, yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go into this combo real quick. Oh, it's this situation. Let me just set you up right here. Like, no problem. Like, it was too
Like
smooth.
that, man.
Way too smooth.
But that was cool because I was like, damn, this game looks really slick when it's
Mhm.
moving, you know, when it's
Get it
on
fleshed
track.
out.
Yeah, when you get stuff fleshed out. And so yeah, I can't wait for the new build to get kind of shown off like that. Obviously we just had an event. Tekken World Finals had a Dragon Ball Fighters exhibition that you were a part of, Perfect Legend.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, you know, what did you think going in and what do you think now coming out of that?
Going into it, like as far as like winning it or just in general? Or trying to win it?
Just in general,
Or-
like what were your expectations, I guess, when you were going in?
Okay, when I was going in, I knew we were going to play on like the Xbox controller, and I know I sucked on it, so I was like, it's a hit or a miss how I would do. And then like I don't know any like super advanced combos yet, so I knew my damage was going to be whack other than like land something normal into a super. But I felt pretty decent, and I having like just a little bit of time with the game in the beta and just a little bit at Evo and stuff. And I really like the way the game plays and stuff still. I was wondering if we were going to play on like a new build or not, but it was the Gamescom build.
Unfortunately,
like, yeah, we didn't get to play with like the Dragon Ball mechanic or anything like that, which is I'm really interested in see how it's going to work. Because what I would do if I designed it, I would say like, okay, so there's a set amount of Dragon Balls, obviously, you know, in the game when you're playing, and I feel like whatever you and your opponent are doing to get the Dragon Ball, it should be like how they did on Namek. How like say you do something to me, oh, you get one Dragon Ball, but if I do it back to you, I still and take that Dragon Ball back. So like we can both have like say like you got a 4-star Dragon Ball and I can have like a 2-star Dragon Ball, but we have to like I don't know, do whatever the special requirement is to take it from each other so we can make the wish instead of it just being like we have our own 2 sets of Dragon Balls, because then it will make it like an actual like struggle to get it. It won't be that easy to you know pull it off.
That sounds real cool, actually. I
mean,
dig that.
That was something that we were all just kind of like, yeah, why wouldn't it be like that? Why give the gauge to both people and then the next person to score the knockdown gets the wish? That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have played this game. It's called Earth Special Forces. It's on it was a Half-Life mod. I mean, it's still out there actually. You can go on Steam and download it. But they had a capture Dragon Ball mode in it because it was a Half-Life mod based on like Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay.
And there's only one set of Dragon Balls in there. So like if you get it, you have to steal it from the other person and then like put them together so you can call Shenron out. And it's like the same concept the way I explained, but like if it works like that, it'll be really, really good. Because I've seen it work before in another setting, just that this is a fight game. That was my like third person game.
I think that would actually make the setting or the mechanic a lot less invasive too, because I think that's what's kind of shocking everybody right now is the fact that you can't control it. It just happens when you score a knockdown, I guess. You can't say, oh, I don't want to summon a dragon after this knockdown this one time, right?
Right.
So.
And then like obviously like every wish is not going to apply to everybody. Like say you might already have full health. You won't use the full health wish. You might use it for something else.
Right. I mean, I guess
or you might not want another sparking, or you might want another sparking. I don't know. But I want to see how it is like for that one wish. I think it says immortality. I want to know how that works. Like can you just not die for a little bit? Like, is there a time? I don't know.
I feel like for a time limit, that's not really what the spirit of the wish is, but at the same time, just regenerating health the whole time is that might as well be like, one facet of sparking that just never turns off,
Yeah.
Like you're always regenerating blue health.
How could they balance that? Because it's immortality, or it could be that always. I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of us are exactly at that I don't know stage right now because we haven't seen enough of it in the game. We just saw that one time that it happened, and then they did this weird reaction to it where it's like, no,
it's like,
look away.
Nobody saw anything. That's what she was saying after that.
Yeah.
They
No,
was like,
no, wait
"Whoa,
till the next build.
this is not actually in the game. This is that's how it looked like. It
Yeah.
looked like, man, we wasn't trying to do this."
Oh my god. But yeah, so we had to play on the old build, and that was a little bit of a bummer. But I mean, the cool part is like a lot of people finally
got to
got to
play.
touch the game. Yeah, a lot of people got to play, including us. And I gotta say, like the response was like super freaking positive, man. Like everybody that was there was just like, they were camping the setups, man.
Dude, the thing is, they took like the perfect formula. So, like back in the day, my best friend Ernie, he lives in Japan now, but we used to we grew up playing fighting games together. So we play all the Dragon Ball fighting games and all the normal fighting games. We're like, the perfect Dragon Ball representation would be like a game that's built like Marvel 2, but has Dragon Ball characters. But we didn't think about Guilty Gear because they have air dash and stuff. So that is even better. So it's good I saw what they did. They took Guilty Gear and they're like, all right, we're going to add something for the Xenoverse Tenkaichi players. And they put in the Super Dash because the Super Dash is the same as the Holy Dash there too. So they'll be comfortable with using that, but they're of course going to have to learn how to move normally with air dashing and the other ways of moving, like running on the ground and stuff. Because you can't just abuse the super dash. There's so many ways to counter it with the super or reversals or the launch, or you can like hit them out the air and stuff. But I think because of that super dash, a lot of like new players are going to be able to have fun with the game early on.
Yeah, there's
they can just mash super dash and get stuff started, and then mash like hit light 1,000 times and get a combo and be doing stuff. So like they'll feel like they can play the game and do stuff, but then they're going to go to the tournament and get mocked. But when they're playing, they're going not going to feel like, oh, I'm super awful. They're going to be like, oh, well, I have to just learn a little bit more and get better in the game. It's like the perfect way to bring people in. Because when I first played it, I was like, man, am I godlike? Because I'm like super dash and hit people and shit. But then like I started getting launched and I was like, okay, I stopped doing that. And then I started just like dashing and calling assists. But you'll feel that progression as you're playing. And just it's weird. Like you can learn the game just by playing it. Like there's no tutorial mode yet, but when it comes out, I know it's going to help a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it does seem very intuitive as far as the gameplay goes. You know, it doesn't seem like what the fuck that works that way. Like that doesn't make sense.
Like everything is straightforward, but it's creative. It's like I had somebody with a Kamehameha level 3. But I was like, let me try if this works. Of course, it's going to work because I mean, like, it's Kamehameha wall bounces and you can hit confirm into it. But a lot of the stuff that you have an idea for and you can try it, it actually works. So it doesn't feel like it's a game you can't be creative in either. And there's like a counter to everything. Like nothing seems like anything's broken or anything right now. I mean, of course, there's probably some character right now that probably has like an infinite or some shit somewhere. I don't know. Or like I haven't seen it myself, but I'm just saying like just in testing, you know, you have to like scale like hit stun decay and shit. But I have pure faith in like Arxis and Namco to just put out a great game with like not many bugs or anything out.
Well, I feel like they've already gotten the groundwork for that at this point.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude, I remember back in the day, like 10 years ago, actually past 10 years ago, before my time, it was like common for top Japanese players to perfect themselves in Guilty Gear. Like it was an older Guilty Gear, like a really old Guilty Gear. I think it was before Reloaded.
Yeah, I remember well that's kind of like true for a lot of games out there though. You know, they devote a serious amount of time to that. And obviously I don't know if that I would say the mentality for that is going to be carried over to these days, because obviously, you know, people don't want to devote their lives to a fighting game, especially if they're not going to make it to the top, you know.
Yeah.
But they want to have fun with it and they want to be able to stay competent with it. And that's something that I think Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to capture most within the youth crowd. I was talking to Sajam about this at Tekken World Finals, and he was like, dude, have you seen like the amount of 10-year-olds that are here right now? Like there was like there was a procession of children at Tekken World Finals just to play Dragon Ball.
That is so cool and
I didn't notice that.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, there were kids everywhere, and I was just like, what the well, I didn't say that. I was like, oh, well,
dude, that is something we haven't really considered at this point. How like at what era? What era we're in the fighting game history where it's like, shit, we got kids that are from people who grew up with fighting games as well. You know, like that's an era now, you know?
Yeah. We're about to have like probably a huge, massive influx of players when this game comes out. And I've been like talking about it. I'm not sure if anyone picked up, because I mean I said this like months ago, but I'm pretty sure if anybody has the same vision, they'll see it too. But it's like kind of obvious. Like the game has such a easy learning curve, but also has a very long depth curve. I think, in my opinion, like when people start getting used to parrying at the right time to get out certain like block strings or whatever, or dealing with supers and all that stuff, like it's going to first off look sick on screen. Like a lot of people got into fighting games from watching Daigo parry Justin, and I feel like the way that the system is set up right now, it's going to pull off or help pull off moments like that in Dragon Ball Fighters. Because I've seen like, okay, in the match you were talking about, the devs, I think it was Trunks versus Piccolo. Piccolo did the Hellzone grenade, and Trunks parried all of it.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like that on tournament on stream, Mandalay Bay, Evo Grand Final, something shit like that happens. Everybody's going nuts with Kikuchi soundtrack in the background.
Oh my god, the dream, dude. You're talking about dream,
the
right?
drama, the
dude. Like
intensity.
I already see it. Like for real, I'm gonna be. Look, I cry during Dragon Ball episodes. I cry when I heard about Bulma's voice actor today. I'm gonna cry when I see that. Dude, like Dragon Ball makes me emotional, man. I can't help it. Like it's gonna be great. Like don't let them put in like a certain scene from Dragon Ball, and then during that like a super or something, they change the music. And it, like say,
shit,
Goku does the spirit bomb. If they put like Goku in with a spirit bomb, right, and then it changed to that one music that sounds like angels are singing, it's like, oh, dude, don't let them play that. And it fades back into the actual music, dude. I'm crying.
Oh my god,
that's real. Yeah, man. I mean, you've been digging into like stuff that I kind of even thought about. That it's totally a thing they could do.
Because I've been wanting this my entire life, dude. I grew up on nothing but Dragon Ball, not just Toonami, dude. I used to go to a trade, a trade market or something here just to buy like the VHS cassette. I can grab it right now and show them to you. Like I have like box sets of shit. You know what I'm saying? On. Like I don't be playing. Like I have these, and I had these as tapes, but someone broke in my house and stole all of it.
Oh what?
Oh what the fuck?
So I had to get it back through like insurance and stuff, but. Like I've been waiting for a fighting game to come out in like the era of like competitive gaming. That's Dragon Ball for a long time. So yeah, just to know that this game even exists, it's weird. Like waking up, like wow, I'm living.
Yeah, it definitely brings in that type of feeling of like, is this shit fucking real? Like, did somebody make a game like this? Like we were just looking at the screen capture screenshots of the new shit that they just released, and I was looking at it, I was like, fuck, they made a game that looks like this? Like, what the fuck? We've been waiting for something, and to be honest with you, though we've been waiting for it to exist, we would have took it even at a lesser form than what it is right now.
I think so too, yeah.
Which is a crazy thing, right? Because we're not overestimating what they could have done, but this is like low-key beyond our expectations.
Well, yeah, they're meeting our expectations and going beyond that.
Yeah,
it's because like just look at the animations, man, and then like the just the quality of everything, just the love going into it, just okay, I know the netcode wasn't great for everybody, but it was great for me, damn it. So I'm saying the netcode was great.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I can't get over it. Like I can't think of anything I would say, oh well, you could do this to improve it or anything or make like. I'm just like leaving it in their hands. I feel like they're doing the best job ever. I can't like for real. Like I don't want to die or nothing, but after the game comes out, after a couple years and stuff, like I can be happy with I don't know, just playing this game, dude.
I totally get what you mean, man. It's like one of those things that you're like, you're not even sure you're gonna be able to live to see something like that happen. As far as like a game,
I'm like, dude,
this.
I hope North Korea doesn't press a button.
Yeah,
like for real. I hope like Trump doesn't tweet something out to piss somebody off. Like, please, like stuff beyond my control. The shit I worry about.
The greatest tragedy is not mass war; is what we lost outside of that. Like we didn't get a Dragon Ball game. Fighters. Yeah,
but I want to play Dragon Ball before I die. Damn it, fuck that.
I mean, I feel you on that. There's just definitely times where I wake up and I'm just like, you know, if I could just make it to the 26th and then a couple days beyond that. And then I know I'm going to be like, all right, I'm not that I want to, like you said, you know, but it kind of makes you feel that I want to be in on this game already. You know, that's how badly you want it. And anything that could distract you from that is just, unacceptable, more or less.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I can't even get a girlfriend right now. I'm not on it. I'm
Oh,
not on it
shit.
right now, unless they trying to get hit by all my setups.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't even disagree with you. Like right now, if I get a girl, she's got to.
I'm like, look, we ain't going on no dates, man. Sorry.
Gotta get ready for Evo 2018. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know. Like Evo 2018 it's a possibility, obviously. Like it was in the trailer.
They're not gonna put Dragon Ball there as an official game. They sold out like a side tournament.
The key
in like an hour.
The lanyards, dog.
Dude, like, there's no way they're not going to have it at Evo, man. And I'm glad that it's coming out at the beginning of the year, too, so it gives us time to get ready for the shit in August, because normally it's like, game releases in April, Evo's in 3 months. Yeah, like,
get ready to win money.
Yeah, man, it's so hard to grind a game in 3 months. And
I think in this case, it's also going to be a game that we can have fun grinding, Like, it's not gonna be like one of those things that we're going to stress out about at all.
You don't have to be like, oh my God, esports right off the bat. I just want to play it and enjoy it and learn everything and just love it. Like, it's been a long time since you could just play a game. Well, since I could just play a game and not feel like pressure to do anything. Like, I can breathe and just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you brought up something important about that I've been thinking about a lot. The fact when you said when it comes out, it won't immediately be esports,
Right.
And that's something that has been kind of a topic within the community, especially the competitive community. Will this game get immediate support from Bandai Namco upon release? And they've said that they would rather leave it to us to determine whether or not it should even get that kind of, treatment. That's what they said. They'd rather leave it to the fans to determine if there's going to be a competitive circuit, if they're going to add pot bonuses and stuff, whatever, right? And I actually think that's great because that means it gets to come out and we don't get that Street Fighter V kind of stress level where it's like, I got to get good at this game within 30 days because CPT starts yesterday.
Right. Yeah. We get to enjoy it and let it breathe and just like figure everything out. And because of that, like, it'll let everyone, like, everything will, because I know it's streaming. Like, I mean, nothing's announced or anything yet, but there's things in the works. Like, we're going to be doing tournaments for Dragon Ball, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So for stuff for online, of course, like, we want to develop the scene, and that'll be like a big way to develop the scene, having something online. Because with like Capcom, I mean not Capcom, but Combat Cup and like War of the Gods that they do for Injustice, they can run like a 500-man bracket in like 2 or 3 hours, really fast, and get down the top 8. So and like dead ass, like, that's how efficient they are. So it would definitely help out for developing the competitive scene, especially online. Because online, that's where we're going to find most of our players anyway, especially with social media and stuff.
That's true. Very good point.
I think the most important part will be for the opening of like the game and stuff is figuring the game out. So not only do we understand it, but so we can explain it to everybody too and teach it. So that will not only just grow our knowledge, but the player base as well. Because the main goal, in my opinion, for me, I want Dragon Ball to be the biggest fighting game. That's what I want. So for us to get to that point, we have to all work together for that.
I agree.
Yeah, and we've definitely been echoing that same sentiment over the past few weeks because it's like this is the first game that's going to have so many different outlets as far as like people from different communities that can articulate for them, like for us, we come from a mostly like SNK KOF background, and we have a certain way of communicating with them and yourself, and we had Nakio and all those Tatsu and all those people from different communities, and we're coming together to form something new, man. Like this is really awesome that we can come together and take the best pieces of each of these things and create something new in the Dragon Ball Fighters community.
It's technically like the Tournament of Power, man, except for we're not being erased.
Shit, don't erase the old games either. I just want to leave the bullshit behind, not the good stuff.
Everyone around.
I think that's probably what has a lot of people feeling so positive about this game. Like when I was at TWF and I was talking to people who play other games like Marvel Infinite and play Street Fighter V, and they're just like, yo, I already got setups in this game. And I'm like, cool. That means you're paying attention. You're actually looking at this and you're not on your like, oh man, this, I don't know, looks a little linear, guys. I don't know if this is going to make it past week 1 in terms of tech. And I'm like, no, these guys are already grinding.
The depth and stuff of the game. And I'm just like, dude, how can you even talk about the depth when you don't know what you're looking at other than what animation was from maybe like a manga scan or something?
Yeah. And once they touched it, they were just like, you know what? I get it now. I get why you guys talk so much about this game in a positive light, and it feels like this game can do no wrong because it's like it's enough to bring interest from every corner of the FGC and beyond that, you know?
It seems like in the game too, there's something for everybody, like as far as like style wise, because the way that they have mapped out each character's tools and properties, like Goku, for example, doesn't have a reversal. Well, other than his like level 3 and like his supers, but he controls space very well with the Kamehameha. He has like a command overhead, and you know, he's pretty good either closing around or just stalling and building meter or something for the next person. And like Vegeta's a good anchor character who has good reversal, but he doesn't have a good beam unless he spins a bar meter where he uses a big bang attack, and his level 3 is a final flash beacon attack. He's pretty fast. And then you got like Gohan, who's kind of a mixture of the two, because he has like really good comeback, but he has no beams, but he's like really quick, but has no range. And then you got like Cell, who is
everything.
Yeah, he's like everything. He does whatever. And you got Frieza, who's just like fucking strong as shit.
Yeah, Frieza's fucking crazy, like, man. Every time I play Nakia,
his normals in the air, all that stuff. Like the way they have like evened out everybody is really cool. I like how they've taken like weaker characters in the series and made them like good in the game. Like Krillin, look, I don't care. You're human. Somebody's gonna get hit by the after image shit. Like somebody's gonna get hit by that. Like somebody's gonna get caught and they get mixed and be like, "What? I lost to Krillin." And then somebody's also gonna get by his level 3. That level 3 comes out in 1 second. That shit is fast as hell. Like everyone has something. Yamcha has something. Ten Shinhan has something. Don't let Ten Shinhan happy birthday you with Kikoho.
Oh, dude, you take so much.
Oh yeah,
so much
we saw that
damage.
shit.
Chunk him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
real.
man, this game is like, dude, I can't wait, man. And then like the rest of the characters coming out, it and how they're going to affect the meta with how they play, and it's crazy. Like, okay, you know how Tekken, everybody technically can move the same way. Everybody has a backdash. Everybody can sidestep. Everybody can like parry. Everybody technically has the same shit, but they play so different because of their moves and properties, just like how Dragon Ball is right now. And I think they have perfected that way. Namco Bandai and ArcSys. Dude, the way. I'm so fascinated by how they are just dishing out different tools and properties, like Super Saiyan God Goku with the basically meterless vanish is what his special move is.
It's like a meterless flash and a kick, right? Where he does like that little net kick,
Yeah, like I'm totally amazed, like for real. Like I couldn't be happier with what I've been seeing.
Yeah, man, it's been an amazing ride up until now, and then it's obvious that they've got more in store for us because I was expecting 2 characters this month from V-Jump, and we got 3, which makes me feel like they're kind of hurrying it up a little bit. Like, they're like, all right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the same thing. You know, like I was thinking about that before. Like, we got 3, and then they got pretty much everybody that we expected or that was part of the main series in Dragon Ball Z out of the way now, and now we're starting to speculate. Now we're at the oh shit part of the list of characters that are gonna come in, right?
Yeah,
like they could totally be a massive blow up, like, oh, how fucking dare you put this character in the game?
Yeah.
Or it could be like, yes, we fucking got the characters we wanted.
I mean, like, you're right. If the number 24 is the magic number, we are looking at 4 more characters before January, and with them going through all 3 Z eras twice so far. I don't know if they're willing to go back. They're going to be pretty much kind of moving forward from here a little bit, I feel, you know? They might be looking at maybe another fusion, maybe something from the new movies. Probably won't hit Super Territory yet. That's what I feel. I think they're going to hold off on Super Territory to the final minute. And then they're going to be like, by the way, there's more in the DLC package.
Well, they have the gods in there, though. With Super Saiyan gods.
They have the Super Saiyan Blue, yeah, but those were also Dragon Ball Z movies. Like the title officially is. See that they're slick. They're slick. Now don't worry, I got tricked by that too. Where I was like, wait a minute, they put Super Saiyan Blue in here. Isn't that technically Super? Like, nope.
Yeah.
They're from Dragon Ball Z Fukatsu no F.
That's their official statement on that.
That's the lawyer statement, man.
Oh, okay.
Super Saiyan Blue first appeared in the Return of F Dragon Ball Z movie. So If you make the
All
argument
right,
to
so
them,
if that's the case, then we're not ruling out movies then.
that's what I said. But now here's the fucked up part with that, right? They were so slick about this, and this happened years ago, where they said, by the way, these movies are now canon. These movies will be canon. They said it before Battle of Gods even came out, and I was like, what do you mean canon? What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say my only argument against what you're saying is that they're not wearing the outfits from the movie.
That's what I thought too. I was like, okay, so they're wearing their Dragon Ball Super era outfits when they're, when they're during the Zamasu arc, right? And then I was like, well, this might be the part where they actually got lazy. And I was like, you know what? We just reskinned Goku and Vegeta.
Oh shit! Actually, Shonen Games brings up a pretty good point that the Kaioken is from Super.
That's the one. That's the one line. That's the thing that we're holding out for. We're hoping that is what connects us with. I mean, basically brings Hit in. Everybody wants to see Hit appear in this game.
What is for you guys gonna be the oh shit fucking character that they've left out so far? It's like fuck, at least one. What is it for you guys?
Well, Perfect Legend, you are the guest, and before we hit you up for the list of the wish list, this is your question to answer.
Okay. Man, well, who have they left out?
So I don't know if you guys saw that screen, and we were looking at it before, Chris, about the super pixelated little chess pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
We saw one that looked a lot like Master Roshi, one that could have been Hit or Captain Ginyu, we don't know, and maybe some other figure, right, Chris?
There was also one at the top.
The pink-haired one, spiky one. Yeah.
And I've been doing some research on that, but I don't know if I want to derail the whole episode for what I've learned.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Well, so far, dude, like they have kind of covered everybody in there. Like the only person they don't have is like Raditz, who really isn't all that important when it comes like Nappa and Vegeta are in the game, obviously. I would have liked for them to have made it to where they have a Super Saiyan Blue in, but I would like to have the original God in, like when they're red hair. And I wish they could have went back and forth like they do in the manga, and also like how they've been doing in the show lately. Like for different things, like say if they can have like a stance to where like they're in red for certain stuff and they're in blue for other stuff.
That's a good point. That would be a very interesting mechanic too. Like because I don't think there are stances in this game yet. There are no stance characters. Maybe I guess no. I don't think Ginyu counts as one because it's more of a pose.
Yeah, he's just calling
Yeah. Yeah, that would be really cool. I mean, I don't know if it's too late to bring that in possibly as DLC, but I think if that's like a mechanic they wanted to use in this game, that is definitely something that is welcome in this game. So I guess it's my turn. Who's my oh shit character? Yeah. So this is an obvious one, but it's also important because it actually is another door opener to other characters.
Okay.
And so for me, it's basically Broly. Because once I see Broly in there, I'm like, okay, who else from the non-canon movies are you willing to look at to bring in as deal? I see you smirking over there.
I think people will legit cry.
They will cry.
Dude, they'll be happy. Broly will be a great archetype to be in the game,
dude. Like
he'd be like Juggernaut or Sentinel from Marvel 2, where you have to hit him twice for him to actually be a hit stun to represent him having super armor.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that would be a great system. Another thing is like he would be like kind of a hybrid zoner / brawler type. I don't know if he would be a grappler though. That's the thing. Because if I look at Broly, he's got some grappler moves, but the biggest things he's got going for him are those fucking like earth-shattering fireballs.
I want him to grab people's face and
just like
dude, come on, he grabs you and does that shit. Because the grab in the game's actual Dragon Rush, they launch you. But I want him to have a command grab where he goes like this and like I don't know, explodes you or something. That would be tight.
Oh, that would be sick.
I definitely want him to bring the violence, because he was like a super violent dude, like there's like fights that happen in Dragon Ball where it's like, I don't think they get as fucking animal like, where a dude just wants to rip your fucking face off. Like that's
Yeah.
the feeling you get from like Broly, just fucking
It's a
animal.
Broly.
You know what I want to have
Yeah.
from him? And when he's in there, I want him to have like the ground stomp where he just like jumps up and goes bam, both feet.
Dude, I was just thinking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
where and then the ground was crushing around, I think Goku or something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like OTG on that. Like, no, maybe not pop up again, but like just be able to OTG for extra damage.
Dude, they could give him like a special move, like clothesline that goes across the screen and like slams into people.
Like that's like from Super Protodon
Oh,
2, right? Where he had that
clothesline.
clothesline and it sends you all the way across the screen, wall bounce and to grab. Oh my god, that would be fucking hype.
Dude, what if the way that the character reacts to that is like super unique, where he fucking twists and flips like crazy?
Oh my
Yeah.
That
god,
would be
yes,
so
yes.
fucking sick. Oh, dude, that made my like heart jump a little bit. That's pretty fucking cool.
Like EX clothesline does wall splat. He just walks up, face palms him, throw him into the ground, then ground stomp. Oof, I'm already dreaming.
I want to do something where he grabs your face and he like flies you around along the ground up into the corner.
Oh,
and
the
then
rug burn?
Oh, that's sick.
that would be tight.
Oh, kind of like
He has,
Maxima,
a
Chris.
super, kind of like
Yeah, like Maxima press.
yeah.
Actually, I think the Maxima archetype would work really well for him. Just like have armor on all of his moves.
That would be sick. And have him
Yeah.
start off like in like control Super Saiyan.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And
shit!
then, like,
This
yeah. Dude, it would be so
Like
sick.
the way I see it, the way I see with this one, if they're willing to make Nikali and
Mhm.
give him a V trigger that is permanent throughout the rest of the round, why can't Broly get permanent legendary status as soon as he activates? And maybe he gives up.
He
He
get it at
gives up
level
blocking.
3. I think
He gives up
quick.
blocking, right? Do you ever see Broly block shit? Hell nah, man.
That's true.
Yeah, actually, you're right. He blocks shit with his chest.
Exactly.
That's dope.
That man took a Kamehameha to the face and kept walking.
Now there's people saying that if they put Broly in, maybe they'll add like a Kale skin. I'm like, nah, we don't need that. Like, I think Kale, if she's ever in there, needs to be her own character. And yeah.
I think Kale will be best put in as because all right, the difference between Broly and Kale is that Kale was like, all right, I'm gonna take control of myself and be normal under and my hair is still green. But Broly don't give a shit. He's gonna be pissed. So you have Broly who's always pissed. And I think honestly, Kale and Khalifa should be in the game as a pair. And I think that would be great.
Using the Kefla for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. I think that would be good.
I think
because then it would be more unique to have him like that. Because then you got Broly still having his identity instead of just being a palette swap.
Yeah, for sure. And they've definitely been pushing the whole, like you said, Kale wants to gain control of her berserk status.
Right.
And I guess she has at this point in the show because she hasn't gone berserk again. She fused. All right, Abe, you're up.
I was going to say Broly was definitely my number one pick, but beyond that, since we already discussed that, I've seen a lot of people demanding Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. I feel like people would be pretty fucking excited for that character. Though, at the same time, I feel like that would also bring up some controversy on like too many Saiyan thing that everybody's been bringing up about that stuff.
I think he'd be too overpowered, wouldn't he?
Well, he is technically stronger than Fused Zamasu, which up until we can put him up against Jiren, we don't know how strong he is, basically.
Yeah.
So Fused Zamasu right now is technically the strongest character in the series.
The Spirit Sword would be so cheap; it'll probably be one frame across the screen.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yep.
But yeah, no, like Super Saiyan Blue Vegito or just regular Vegito in there that possibly with a Super Saiyan Blue install. Like it would.
Yeah, I'm all about the installs, man. I'm tired of like them starting off at like max level and shit. Because the Ultimate Gohan, how he was supposed to work, sounds so fucking cool to me.
I like how it's like installs actually do damage, like they do pushback clearly, because they show him like doing the thing and it's knocking Kid Buu back. That's pretty cool.
You know, that probably represents like in Dragon Ball how when they power up, they don't really actually try to go in on them because their power is so good. Yeah. That's probably the representation of that to put in the game. Just like how when you do a super or power up, the timer stops.
That's true. They kind of let you wait on that. Now the only difference is if you actually do the manual power up, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
I hope they take that out. But yeah, man, like I could see Super Saiyan Blue Vegito in here just like cleaning up. Like if that's especially if that's DLC, like that's guaranteed, baby. Like
What do you guys
people are
think
gonna be on
about big characters? Like, say if they put Hildegard into the game, or like a giant ape into the game, so like, and they'll work like the big characters did in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom or something.
I think I brought that up on the show once. Yeah, I thought that large characters would work, and that was actually something I was joking with GC Yoshi about, because this was back when they were, people were thinking Bulma was in the game.
Yeah,
and they're like, what if she's just riding like a giant mech? And I'm like,
yeah, like Trombone.
Yeah, except it's like, freaking gold Item size or some shit like that. And he was like, I'm in there, man. Favorite character. I think that would do well, at least for like the story mode stuff. Like, I think that'd be fine.
Like, say if Vegeta's getting beat up and then she shows up and like, stop whooping on my husband, and then like stalls for a little bit.
Oh man, what if she hits him with the Blut Rays and we get Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta?
Oh, here we go.
If they do GT characters, I will literally shit my pants. And I'm not even a big GT fan, but just the fact that we're hitting all three of those.
Goku looks so fucking cool. There's no reason for me not to play him. Like in Dragon Ball Final Bout, he is easily the best theme in the game.
Oh, for sure, man.
I really like the designs from GT, so I don't mind at all. I mean, I just don't care for the series, I guess. But design-wise, they got some dope shit, man. Like, I really dig those designs.
Yeah, man.
And they had really good ideas, too. Oh, yeah. I want 17 as a standalone character with the two.
Like, possibly in a super outfit?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be with 18, yeah.
That is probably the only time that I felt really gypped on, like, damn, we didn't get 17 by himself. It's like, fuck.
I think that kind of stands to a testament that they are developing this game separate from Super as a series. So that's why I don't believe things like Ultra Instinct or anything like that. I think that they were already set with a list of characters that they wanted to use, and then Super started busting all this crazy shit, and they're just like, oh, now you're making 17 relevant? Well, sorry, man, he's already part of this other character.
Right.
So that it's unfortunate, but I think they still got a good bit of momentum going. And
at least we get to see his ass in the game.
Yeah, basically, right? He's in there all the time. It's the best thing about Android 18. And I don't think that's diminished. Like, we're still talking about it. We're still speculating. So the excitement level is still there. But yeah, I would really like to see 17 as his own standalone.
They haven't wrote him off yet.
No, he's still in there. He's still fighting. He's still a threat.
No, I'm saying like they haven't. Like I'm saying like they haven't said he's not going to be in the game.
Oh, in the actual game? I mean,
like no one has debunked him and like, oh, well, you're not going to be able to play as him as a standalone. They just say 18.
There's something interesting that could happen here, though, because obviously people are talking about, well, this game is obviously going to be freaking fire for a year, right?
Yeah.
But then, and we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but what happens in year 2, Like, what happens when they start thinking, okay, we need about maybe 14 more characters to add to this list?
Jesus.
And then it's like, forget about it.
How many characters does Guilty Gear have right now?
I think it's got like 30. Let me check. I know BlazBlue has more right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the older series.
Because like I don't think they're just going to do one and done with the game. There's no way.
No.
There's absolutely too much time going into this.
Yeah, actually think about it. It's like in the future they're gonna have to start digging into like. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't think we're not gonna get those 25 movie characters or those super characters. It's a matter of when, you know.
There's too much money on the table for them to just not even if like by the stroke of disaster it didn't get into Evo, right? You're gonna have hell people playing it and hell people buying it anyway.
Yeah.
For the fan support and for the fan service alone, there will probably be a year or two. I don't think there'll even be a sequel. I don't think they even will bother with a Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. It'll be Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2.
And there's no way that they're not going to like support this game in some way, shape, or form. Like, oh, we have Dragon Ball FighterZ, tournaments. And there's going to be mad people just throwing money at the game. That's not even Namco Bandai. That's hopeful stuff. That's trying to pull people off for their events. Like, you already see this game being at DreamHacks and stuff like that.
Oh boy, DreamHack Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament. I'm traveling at least to Austin for that.
I'm going to any tournament that has people. I don't care, man. Like I was playing somebody and he was like, man, I'm stuck at this game. I was like, look, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you what I know so we can just play. Because I just want to play. I want to look at the game as much as possible, so everything feels like second nature.
I hear you, man. I feel
I
the
just
same
like
way.
looking at it, man. I can watch this shit all day. I can start the Dragon Ball episodes from like the Saiyan Saga and start watching this shit all the way through right now. That's how much I love Dragon Ball. So sitting there and being able to play a game and then like playing with people and teaching people and seeing them develop and stuff, that shit is tight to me.
Yes, that's really cool. I mean, like we kind of did that with KOF and stuff, and it's fun. But at the same time, like with my amount of, and what a lot of people's amount of emotional and nostalgic investment in this franchise, it's kind of something special when you see someone come in and learn this game and become good at it. It's almost like it's different. It's almost not FGC at all in a way.
Dude,
yeah.
Well, when you consider the fact that a lot of the reasons why you play certain games and certain characters because you feel in some way, shape, or form is representative of you, like it's your avatar, that now you get to do that in a game that's like, this shit has been so deeply ingrained in my life that now I get to play a game and do that with this. It's like, dude, I want to be the best fucking Vegeta, or I want to be the best Piccolo because that's my fucking guy, you know?
Yeah. That's why I got the Tekken World Tournament yesterday. Oh, not yesterday, but...
Oh, you actually bought those, man? Yeah. I was trying to get those as the free ones, man. They were like, oh, you can only get Tekken characters. And I was like, man, you guys are cold-blooded. I'll see you in the back.
I was looking at that Vegeta and that Frieza.
But anyway, let's get on to this wish list, though, man, because we've got 20 characters up, including the Super Saiyan Blue characters, which are, early unlocked. They're not DLC. They're in the game. They're just unlockables that you can early unlock if you pre-order. So we've got 20 characters on the roster. The rumored magic number is 24. So you've got 4 characters to play with. Who do you want?
I think they should have put Super Boo in the game, but there seems it might be too many Boos now, and only because like the way he could work, because Super Boo is the only one that's trying to absorb people and use their stuff. So like they could have played off that with every character in the game instead of just like Gohan, Piccolo, and I forgot who else he absorbed with Gotenks. If like say he absorbs Frieza, he gets some of Frieza stuff, or Cell or he can absorb like kind of like Kirby does in Smash Brothers. He can work like that. In a sense, wherever he absorbs, he gets like a special move or something. They gotta put Black in the game. Like around this time last year, Black was a big character. No one really knew who he was. Zamasu wasn't really popping yet. We didn't really find out who he was till like a little bit later. But right now, last year, like Black was so big, they have to put Black in as a DLC character, because like having a Super Saiyan Rose in there, but it will also be great if it was Black and Zamasu as a pair character, but also want to use standalone like Super Saiyan Rose Black. Hit has to be in there. I would say Frost, but he's whack.
Yeah, he was pretty disappointing, man. Like I expressed my anger towards how that whole thing played out.
I thought they did my boy Frost wrong, but I'm gonna let that slide.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you thought they did him right. I was like, you're crazy.
No. They did him dirty, man.
He would have been dope if he won when he first appeared. He's like, ha ha ha, poison Goku. that was so whack to me. I'm like, dude, you for real in a martial arts tournament? Like, I got this needle with some poison on it. Like, you're not strong or nobody. You just poison. That was so whack to me. Ever since that, like, I wrote him off. And like, yeah, he looks like Frieza, but he looks like great value Frieza, like in the face and everything.
Oh my god,
he's straight up great value. And Frieza, like, he was like, oh, I can do 100% too, and he just slapped him off the ring. They both were 100%.
That was sad, dude. I was just like, what was the point?
Kaba though, I don't know, man. I think he'd be like a Chaozu for like how Attention has Chaozu. He should be like that for like a pair Kale and Khalifa.
Oh, I can see that.
That would be cool. Like they can like call him out to do something or stall. He might take a hit and then like fly off somewhere.
That's like always good for it to take the hit. Yeah. Okay. So that's a Goku Black. That's Hit. That's Kaba. And...
Yeah, I don't want to say Jiren because like I think he'd be overpowered, man. Unless he has like, I don't know how they would do him. He would just stand there and look at you. A glare will be like his super move or something. Like he doesn't have too many like attacks to make a fighting game character, I don't think. At least right now.
It would be a stretch, I believe, too. I know there's a video that details what his moves could be, but a lot of them are kind of similar too. So
Yeah.
and it's just like let the character flesh out a little bit more first. You know they're gonna do it eventually, right?
He does need to flesh out. Like right now, he's like probably the most one-dimensional character ever.
Oh, he's a totem pole,
Yeah.
man.
He's like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And I'm only saying that because like that's kind of what I mean. Like he's mad powerful for no reason. Comes in, bodies people, disappears. Goes to UFC, bodies people, comes back. Like that's just how he is. But the character I want, Beerus, would be tight because like his level 3 would be sick. Like the way he kills Zamas, I want him to do that to kill somebody.
Oh man, the bitch by Hakai, yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Man, that would be so sick. But like like they have like most of the characters I want in the show. The only thing I would want is like say for Goku to start off as normal and then have to like transform to get to that level as like the match progresses. But like it's cool they start off Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan God.
Okay. That's a pretty good
somebody
list.
said Beezy said cooler. Yeah, cooler would be cool too, because like, well, no pun intended. But
don't worry, I've already said that a million times here.
Yeah, his last form is so sick. Like
Shredder, man.
Yeah, dude is you can't not have him.
I agree. I think cooler should appear at least. I don't know.
And metal cooler too.
Metal cooler or cool? I don't know. Maybe metal cooler because I feel like they would have to pick one. But
Metal Cooler could be an assist character. He could just call other coolers to attack for him.
Oh shit.
Since we're already starting to dig into some of these topics that are related to a lot of the questions, and we got a lot of them.
Oh,
why don't we just start digging into those? Gibby, you're gonna come in and read those off to us, man?
Is Gibby here? Okay, there.
Here comes Gibby, y'all.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to super producer Gibby. Show them your Game Go Bangs in chat. You can subscribe right now and get a nice Game Go Bang Twitch emote that is depicting our lovely super producer here.
Jesus Christ, we have a lot of
man.
To you.
I forgot to subscribe. Oh, I need to get
subscribe,
that back.
man. You're missing your Game Go Bang.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. Big Mufasa asks, what do you think of certain people basically confirming Hit and Beerus being in? If that is indeed Hit, what do you think that means for super characters being in base roster?
If it is indeed Hit and he's in the base roster, we definitely have a lot to look forward to in the DLC package. I'd say that much.
Yeah.
Like for real, like there's a lot of like and we wanted to talk about this later on in another episode, but there's a lot of like speculation going on and a lot of hope. But there's just also, more importantly, a lot of energy surrounding the super characters that wasn't really there when they first announced fighters. Like Super's kind of been like a little bit of a up and down kind of series. So now that there's like a lot of this positive energy around Hit appearing, I think there's gonna be a lot more flowing if it's actually real.
Yeah, if Hit's there, yeah, we can. It opens the door for a lot of characters to come in, actually. But it's hard to tell which ones because they also have like their own story they're going to go by. Like, are they going to have characters? The DLC characters are they going to be there to impact the story? Or are they just going to be like how they're doing with Geese and like Noctis and Tekken, and they don't really affect the story, but they're coming into the game? That's one thing. Because if we can go by like story, then you could be like, all right, well, I mean, all right, 21 looks like she might turn into a Majin. She has like pink energy. And then that one screenshot we saw a Majin. So like, all right, if they're moving a story around with the Majins, then there might be like Kaioshins in there or the Kaioshin in there. I highly doubt that we'll get like Grand Priest or anything like that.
That'd be crazy, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous. But I don't know. We'll see anything from like other universes other than like Universe 6 and like what was it 2, which is Jiren's universe. Because other than that, it seems like most of the characters they just killed them off, and they haven't made much of an impact just yet.
Yeah, true.
And all we can do is pull from like the movies like BoJack and stuff. Oh, what I really would like if they had Trunks in the game with long hair that can go like Ultra Super Saiyan.
Ooh,
that would have been cool. Because I like the long hair Trunks when he's like Diesel and he has a cutoff on his Like basically how he looked in the BoJack movie. I like that.
Yeah, that was the best.
That's a cool design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything for that, Abe?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, guys. Scott.
Okay.
All right. So, next question. So, Shonen Games asked a series of questions. I'm gonna read this first one, then check the other ones. But I kind of like this first one. If you had to choose a guest character to make it in, even if they were DLC, who would you choose between Saitama and another character from a main shonen manga like Luffy, Naruto, or Deku? Who do you think would fit in best, and who do you think would be more hype?
Good question. That's a good question. I like that question. Well, I'll speak up on it since I like it so much. So we were talking about how Dragon Ball Fighters has really picked up or like gone beyond our expectations on a lot of things. And one of the things is like how they animate a lot of the supers and things in general in the game, right? And you can tell that they've totally ripped like the ideas or way that these animations go off of directly those properties like My Hero and One Punch Man and stuff like that. So shit, I'd be up for either. Those are actually really good examples, man. I'd dig a Saitama in this fucking game. That'd be fucking sick.
That's actually a good point.
But he has one punch. Is one animation.
Ah,
Like,
that's true.
like what? Like when you say that, I start thinking about how could you make? I'm like, first off, what is Saitama going to do? Dodge the entire time? Then one shot you?
Yeah,
like is he going to be?
Right.
His entire button is basically like the Balrog knockout punch. He's tapped. Like, that's
final
all the
tap
character
the
is.
whole time.
It's just tap.
2-frame final tap.
He
Well,
has a
that got
reversal
blown
tap.
up.
He has a fucking assist tap. He has a super tap. He has a poke tap.
You're right. You're
So-
right. That's a good blow up. Okay.
And then like me personally, I would choose characters who would logically, in the anime sense, be able to fight Dragon Ball characters. Like it's like who would that be? Because honestly, I'm sorry, Krillin I think would slap the shit out of somebody from Naruto with no problem.
Probably. And be pretty brutal.
Yeah, like first off, I don't think Sharingan has anything on Taioken. I'm sorry.
Just like
Like,
analyze
what?
this.
What are you doing? Genjutsu? What's that?
The character I was thinking of isn't from a Shonen Jump franchise. But I guess I'll roll with it anyway because I don't have any other options. But I was thinking about Ryoko from Tenchi Muyo.
God damn it.
Dang, I haven't seen
Why?
so long.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's been a while. I couldn't see like what her
Dude, she's already practically a Saiyan, so.
like in what
Yeah.
way? Like well,
She flies, she's got key
Yeah.
balls, she got super strength, she can, phase through objects and shit. Actually, her playstyle would be kind of cool because she could probably like go in corporal and like blend through solid objects and then like maybe like go through your beams and shit. But yeah, that's the only one I could really think that would stand up in this environment. Without like massive fucking like, oh well, they just got a power up from eating like, a lace senzu bean or some shit.
A lace suit Sensui.
damn. That was you dug deep for that one, man.
It's
I would've
actually,
never
it's
thought of
actually a no-brainer, but
What is it?
Is
lace
it?
with Dragon Ball? Man, it's hard. It's a lot of characters that would just get bodied, I feel like, if they stepped in the ring with them. Like that's why I never played those handheld Shonen Jump games where they like run around. Because I'm like, no, there's no way Goku versus Kenshin is gonna ever.
in
Go
for
down.
Kenshin, that's gonna be dead.
Like-
That's like horrible.
Even if he decided to kill, it didn't matter. Like,
Batosai versus Goku, it's like
oh my god.
no, it was,
Everything he does looks mad slow to Goku. He's like, what?
yeah, man. Like, Dragon Ball has for a long time been that one series that's like, we can't really cross anything over with this because it's
The only thing they could do is put like Superman in there, and then they'd be like, okay.
yeah. Or you put Dr. Slump in there, freaking Arale, she could be in there.
She's cheap.
Yeah, she's
Man.
OP, man.
She's too strong.
Yeah.
She's like breaking the fourth wall of Dragon Ball.
Just drop a Gundam in there and call it a day.
All right, what we got next?
I just want to say I know that these questions aren't for me. However, Logically, you put Devil Jin in there. He's anime as shit, and he's got laser beams. All right.
Yeah.
Let's.
Electric Wing God Fist too, man.
Actually, that would probably happen.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one more question from you, Shonen Jump, and I kind of like this one. He's asking about the DLC schedule. He's saying, should we get 2 characters a month, or one a month or one every month for 8 characters, or 8 months? I'm sorry. What do you guys think for the potential timeline of DLC releases?
I think 1 character a month is good, just because from what I've seen from other games like Injustice, is 1 character a month, and that's enough to keep people caring about the game. Because like if things are starting to feel stale, it's like, oh, there's a new character now, and everyone goes and sees like there's a new patch, or if the character changes the meta. Like right now, not Hellfire, but Hellboy just came out, and they came out with a new patch, and it changes a lot in the meta and what characters are good for tournament and stuff. And I think for Dragon Ball Fighters, whether they like want to update the game and stuff, they can do that on a monthly basis. Now, if we do it like 2 characters, and then like every like 2 months or something like that, then we'll be waiting for too long. It'll be harder to keep the interest in the game up outside of us just, generally loving the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't think they'll even have a hard time with that. Like they could probably release a pack periodically throughout the year, and we will be happy at this point.
How much do you think they've adjusted to like the popularity that this game has garnered to like, okay, we need to change our plans. Now we gotta like go even harder than we thought we were supposed to go. Like, you think that actually happened?
Yeah, I think the whole getting caught off guard with the positive vibes around this game would definitely force that. So yeah, I'm gonna say that happened to a very intense degree. I mean,
okay.
to the point where they probably started revealing some things they thought they weren't gonna have to talk about right away. You know?
I think everything on their end has been going according to plan. I think this is just, if you can just by looking at the animations and the art of the game, it's very, very well planned out. To have that on so like it's so on point. Like I understand they're using the engine that they've used for other games, but just that the love that's went into the attention to detail tells me that everything has that same level of attention to detail. I think everything they've done, even like leaks and stuff, is on purpose.
I think they've handled the leaks really well, actually. They've been really like, like a lot of the time, people are just like, oh no, like the whole plan has been exposed, but Bandai Namco's like, yeah, not really.
Yeah. There is more. Like,
yep. I mean, this week alone, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so what was that it? Does anybody else have anything to say?
There are plenty of other questions. I was just waiting for you guys to finish.
Good.
So Reiki asks, if there was a feature in other fighting games you'd like to see in the final build of Dragon Ball Fighters, what would it be?
Hitting the dead body after it's dead.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would like a power up system. Well, okay, I know you remember in Final Bout how you can go into like I forget what it is, but you can basically like just make your character super, super strong. Like you can just keep hitting somebody with the
build up mode, yeah.
Yeah, build up mode. I would like a build up mode just to fuck around in. That would be tight.
Yeah, I can see that being really fun especially for people that want single player content.
Yeah. I play more build up mode and Final Bout than I play anything.
Oh, that was like the only thing you could play.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be cool. It'll be like another way of like, how people customize in Xenoverse to go online and you play their custom characters versus other custom characters.
Yeah.
It'll be basically that. So like you have a competitive mode and then like a build up mode, so people can fulfill that urge of, I just want to be hella strong and one shot you for no reason, but they know it's not, the actual like how the game's gonna play in tournament. I think that would be cool.
Okay.
It'll also
18 life bars
that want to give into like the Dragon Ball thing of just practicing all the time to get mad strong for no reason. I think that would be cool.
That is true. That would be a nice way to incorporate that theme.
And they do have like 3v3, like 6-player mode too, don't they?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that shit I really want to fuck with. We kind of played with that with KOF for a while, and it was really fun. I can only imagine what it would be like doing that with Dragon Ball. Like that's gonna be an experience for sure.
And all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like, say, what if you have to manually DHC? Like, say I do the Kamehameha Super, and then you have to do it for it to come
Oh
out instead
shit!
of like me doing it for you to bring you in.
He's kinda like,
Yeah.
now, man, don't miss your opportunity. Oh, you're too late.
Right. Or you can do like a false father son Kamehameha where Goku does it, and then you come in as Gohan and do it on your own.
Yeah, like you probably would any other time. Like, hey, you
Yeah.
got this, son.
Yeah.
Wow.
What if he's just like, what if like somebody does like a level 1 super and then you just like tag yourself in into like father son Kamehameha and then hold down the button for the extra 2
Yeah.
bars and the guy's like, what the fuck, man? You didn't even kill him.
Yeah. The game's gonna have two. Dude, the game. I have the same feeling about it like when I look at Smash Brothers as I do with this game, because I'm like, Smash has the same appeal. The only thing this game needs is a godlike training mode, which I'm sure it's going to have because Guilty Gear has one, Blast Blue has one. There's no way they're not going to do it. That'll be such a missed opportunity for not to have one.
Why well, they're just importing it? Because remember, like from the replays, they had like the whole input system from Guilty Gear Xrd. So yeah, I think they're going to give us the benefit of everything they've done up until now.
This is going to be the greatest fighting game to release.
Oh man. Firing like, the shots of 2018. All right, no, I'm with it. I'm with it, man.
Look, there's 50 people in here right now. When this game comes out, there's probably gonna be like thousands.
Oh shit! All right.
Like,
oh, we just got the perfect legend bump.
I'm ready.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way for this all not to blow up, man. Like, there's gonna be so many eyes on this game.
Mm-hmm. You know, we've been anticipating that. You know, it's unstoppable. So you know, you just got to get on it, man. A lot of people are just like,
and the cool thing about that is that in this situation, I truly don't feel like we're doing this because we're trying to take advantage of that. We're doing this just because we really fucking like the game.
I just want to fucking play some Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all this other stuff that comes with it, dope. Fuck yeah. But it's like, how many times you get to do that with the game where it's like, it has these dope side effects to it as well. You know, like, I love this game. Just so happens it's a really popular game too. Like, that equation hasn't happened too often in the past few years, you know? So
it's very rare we get a game that, especially a fighting game that everybody wants to play.
Yeah.
Like, during the beta, the rooms were filled up. All of them were filled up. You had to go to, like, room 29 of a server just to get to where it's just you and somebody else to play. Because all the rooms were filled up on a closed beta. A closed beta.
That's a good
I've
point,
never seen no shit like that for a fighting game. I've never seen what I saw at Evo for a fighting game that's not even out yet. So I don't know. I just see the projection of the future with when the game comes out. I'm excited to have so many more people to beat up. Just running through rank. That's all I want to do.
Cool, man.
All right, so
I can't wait either, dude.
Go
ahead.
We'll do 2 more questions because we're going a bit over time.
Okay.
MD Spriggs asks, based on 18 and now Gotenks level 3, which special team specific supers would you guys like to see?
I feel like all the big ones are already in.
I would like to see I was gonna say maybe some type of way where we could incorporate Trunks and Goten, but I don't know.
I got one that's hella fucked up.
What?
So I want to see a team super between Piccolo and Goku, where the freaking special beam cannon is unblockable because Goku's holding Goku by doing it.
Whoa! Everything just went haywire. Everybody, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I hear robots and shit. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like that.
Some sounds breaking up for me.
Yeah, sound is definitely breaking up. All right, let's move to the technical difficulty screen really quick here. Hold on, I'm sorry, everybody. Woo! Everyone reconnect to the call really fast.
All right.
All right, hello?
Check.
Hey!
Right.
There we go.
I think we're good.
All right, back in there.
Anyway, I was just saying that I wanted to team up super between Goku and Piccolo, where Piccolo fires special beam cannon and Goku grabs and holds the guy and it makes it unblockable, but then Goku dies.
Uh-huh.
That's my team up super that I want to see.
I wish they would have put 19 in the game because like I really would have loved to have a mechanic where he can absorb your energy when he's throwing stuff at him. That'd have been cool. But
Oh, shit, it's happening again.
You said what?
What if they somehow managed to incorporate like and make
Everyone else robotic? Supporting question. Oh man, I don't think they can hear me.
Uh-oh.
Man, why is this sound messing up for me?
Yeah, it's
Hey, hello?
everybody.
Hello?
Discord,
Yeah,
please.
Discord's being.
Yeah,
really
it was
stupid.
Abe's sound. It sounded like a robot at first. Okay.
Check.
It's
All right, it's good.
It's definitely a Discord thing. We might have to edit soon.
All right.
Okay.
Has everybody gotten their statements out?
I mean, I'm
I
good.
forgot what we were talking about, or what we were saying because it was messing up.
Special tag supers, basically.
Supers, right?
Yeah.
What I would like to see is that there a way that Goku could like start charging Spear Bomb, but you have to tag him out for it to charge.
Oh,
That'd be cool, actually. Yeah.
And you can't. But like if he gets brought in prematurely, then it like goes away. That would be like the best way, or he can't attack or something.
He has to take hits,
or he has to have his hands in the air the entire time because you disable being able to attack. Charge up this move because it's basically like kill.
Like he could be like on screen too, like maybe in the top or in the middle or something like that, where it's like if you beat him, I don't know, something to work with that idea. It's interesting.
Like, all right, this is how I would have it work. So say like, all right, it might take 5 bars, right? Because that's what Gohan shit is. Actually, make that shit take 6 bars since it's a Spear Bomb. That's more than the father son coming out. So 6 bars, right? Goku does it, calls a fucking Spear Bomb. Everything changes and shit. So then, like after he calls it, somebody who else is on the teams comes in, and they have to fight for him to let it charge up. And like basically for it to charge up, they have to attack and build the meter up to that point or to a certain point to be able to launch it. Because I think that will make sense instead of having a timer on it, have to where the new character the character that's in now has to build up the meter up to the level so they can unleash a Spear Bomb. That will basically be charging it up in the background.
Okay.
That sounds like a bomb ass story mode situation though. Like that'll fucking work.
Like objective, protect Goku.
Yeah. That's sick.
And then of course when you have it in, you just bring him back in. But like if he gets brought in prematurely, like they snap you out, well then his hands are just in the air, and you have to just relinquish it or something. I don't know. There could be a drawback for snapping him in, but like that would be so fucking cool for them to do.
All right, next question. I gotta go.
All right, this is gonna be the final question from Lionheart16. Going off the translated scans, do you think or would you prefer Gohan to install Super to gradually drain all your bars upon activation so you could still use Supers, or would you rather use all the bars that you have upon activation, sacrificing Supers for extra damage from normals and specials?
Well, we don't know if it's something that sticks around after he activates it, you know. Maybe he can still build meter after he reaches a certain level of the potential unlock, and then it just becomes damage buffs for him. That's possible. That's a possibility, that is.
Or it could be a sparking that he can power up to himself. Who knows?
Yeah. That would be kind of... Actually, with the way that it does the whole activation burst, that would be pretty likely, yeah. Man, I don't know any way that could work.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want Gohan to be dope
to maintain it. But then like wouldn't he be kind of overpowered in competitive play if he's like, all right, it's tight, I'm Ultimate Gohan forever, and then
hey, just like I said, Nikali does it, right?
Yeah, because I thought like Golden Freeze at first when I played with him, they could stay Golden Freeze, and then one time he deactivated, I was like, okay, he can't stay like this entire time. But that would be Gohan's, I guess, best part, because you know Frieza is kind of well rounded. I don't know what Gohan's assist is going to be.
Man, I see some special moves, man. Holy shit.
Dude, he's got to have the shit where he was fighting Super. You know the same Super Boo super move he has where he like hits you like 5 times and he teleports behind you, hit you like that or something.
Oh, like the freaking the combo, yeah, man.
He's got to have that. That is so sick.
That is his quintessential attack combo. That's like in almost all the games. All right.
Shit's hella good.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I guess that's it for this week's questions.
yeah.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys did not get a chance to get your questions read, you guys, we will be trying to update that next week or the next episode. When we plan to do that, we'll update the news on our Twitters and in our Discord channel, which Gibby has put in earlier. And if you could drop it in there again for us, that would be awesome. Drop into that question section and ask away. Also, first of all, I'd like to thank Perfect Legend for being an awesome guest. This was a great episode, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man. No problem, dude. Just ask me whatever. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I could tell the love is there, dude, and that's a really cool thing to be talking to you and the other people we've had on there. They all share that passion and awesome episode.
Dragon Ball, man, it's mad easy.
Yeah, for real. That's exactly why we made. That's exactly why we made this show. It's just easy to talk about. We could shoot the shit forever, but unfortunately we cannot because we have other things to do. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for sticking around for this episode. If you can, you could give us some love and subscribe or follow our channel. Also follow the youtube.com/GameGoonsTV for the videos or the VODs.
And if you're feeling gracious, you can always hit the donation button on the bottom of the Twitch page there. So.
Yeah, y'all donate.
Yes, please. It'll help a lot with the plans we have.
Hey,
oh, that's right, man.
San Francisco, that shit costs a lot to live there. Please help.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and please follow our guest at Perfect Legend.
Please
man, he's
follow
been
me on
putting
Twitter.
up. Yeah, he's been putting up a lot of good opinions and retweeting a lot of stuff, and is pretty active on the whole Dragon Ball side of things, and you know, a lot of great opinions. So yeah, follow him, follow us at meta_Abe and at Hell Pockets. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna hand this over to Hell Pockets. You got any final things to say, man? Go for it.
So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching this fine episode of Mount Paozu Arcade. Once again, thanking Perfect Legend for joining us. We will be taking a break next week because it's Thanksgiving. So no Mount Paozu Arcade next Thursday. But we will be back the following Thursday with hopefully another special guest for you. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully
Part 2.
Geez, man, putting your name in the hat already. So hopefully not too much news happens between then and now because we've got a lot of plans that we didn't get out. Damn. Anyway, this has been Hell Pockets from Mount Paozu Arcade. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep it super. You know what I'm saying?